Hello, in this video we will do exercise 3, page 26. Observe the figure to the right and answer the questions. Part A, name the perpendicular straight lines. Perpendicular. Let's look at the figure. Where we have perpendicular, here we have a right angle and here we have right angle. Let's see, here we have right angle, so we have two perpendicular straight lines, EB and for example, we can name this line by EA or EF or AF as we want. We take 2 points on the line and we name it. So we have EB and we put parentheses because we have straight lines and capital letters because we have points. So EB is perpendicular to EA and between parentheses also and capital letters. And here we have a right angle. So we have two perpendicular lines, FC and EA also. FC perpendicular to EA. What can you say about the straight lines BE and CF? Look at EB and CF. They are what? They are parallel. They never meet. So they are parallel. Explain. Here we have to write first a symbol. And we have to use the rule. The rule said if two straight lines are perpendicular to a circle, EB is perpendicular to EA and FC is perpendicular to EA also. So they are perpendicular to the same straight line, to a third straight line. So they are parallel to each other. Let's write a symbol first. BE is perpendicular to CF. Perpendicular to EA and CF is also perpendicular to EA. These two give me that. Look, they are perpendicular to EA, so they are parallel to each other. So BE, so BE is parallel to CF. And here we have to say the rule. Which rule? It is the first rule here. Here we have the first rule, which is if two straight lines are perpendicular to a third straight line, so they are parallel to each other. So we have to remember the rule. We have to study the rule. Now let's do Exercise 4. Complete by the simple parallel or perpendicular G1 and AB. Let's look. G1 and AB, we have a right angle, so they are perpendicular. Now G2 and AB, we have a right angle, so they are perpendicular. D1 and D2, look at D1 and D2, they never meet, so they are parallel. And why they are parallel? Using the rule, D1 perpendicular to AB and D2 is also perpendicular to AB. Both are perpendicular to a third straight line, so they are parallel to each other. Now let's do exercise 6, page 27. Observe the figure to the right. It is a figure. What can you say about the straight lines D1 and D2? Look, D1 and D2, they are parallel, they never meet. So D1 and D2 are parallel. Now what can you say about the straight lines D2 and D3? Look at D2 and D3, they are also parallel. D2 and D3 are parallel. Now what can you say about D1 and D3? D1 and D3, they never meet. So they are also parallel. D1 and D3 are parallel. So here we have a new rule. Look, D1 parallel to D2 and D3 is also parallel to D2. So D1 and D2 are both D1 and D3 are both parallel to D2. So they are parallel to each other. So here we have a new rule. If two straight lines are parallel to a third straight line, then they are parallel to each other. Let's see how to write them. As symbol, D1 parallel to D and D2. Here we have two D2 and D2 is also parallel to D, so D1 parallel to D2. Thank you.